May find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, y'all? It's your boy. I just want to say that before this video starts, that this was made for pure entertainment purposes only, and these are all allegations. Second, I just want to say that in the video, I pronounced the Potomac Gardens wrong a few times. I say it right a few times, and I also say it wrong a few times, but it's pronounced Potomac Gardens, like the Potomac River. Also, this video is about Cy, Big Cy, or Saeed. He's the brother of Glizzy, and he's also the brother of Kid Esco. This is Glizzy. Alright, now enjoy the video. And back with another one. But hey, yo, I got a nice treat for all y'all, man. I got the brother of Glizzy. Alright? His name is Save Evans. But for short, I'm gonna just call him Cy. Alright? But if y'all have seen Glizzy's story time on GQ, the Potomac Garden legend GQ, alright? At the end of the video, Glizzy said that the reason why they were coming after Glizzy is because that a 16-year-old girl died, right? So I did a little digging and I found out the real reason why GQ died and the reason why Glizzy can't go back to Potomac Gardens, alright? So now sit back, relax, get your popcorn ready, and I'm gonna start from the beginning to now. Man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all that, man. I'm out. Alright, so the origin of this beef, I can't really pinpoint exactly why they were beefing or if it's just some nigga shit, but a comment that caught my eye at the end of one of the articles that I read about Salve was that one person, Tommy Boy 1982, said one woman has a baby from each of these guys and they don't know why they are having a dispute. I take it she likes the rough and rugged type of gentleman willing to bust a cap for his lady, or money, or drugs, or for dissing him. Bye, Felicia. So whoever this Tommy Boy 82 is, he really knows the deal, because this can be a very valid reason as to why Salve and Mr. Schuler was beefing for all these years that ended into the death of many, many people. So in the beginning of this beef, one of the first major events that took place in this beef that caught my eye was that Christmas 2012, the day after Christmas, Save Evans survived being shot 19 times. And the guy, Sean Schuler, the guy who died in the triple homicide case, was convicted of shooting Save Evans 19 times, right? And also, police were connecting the dots, and they say that the reason why Save was shot 19 times was retaliation of a shooting where Mr. Save Evans was at a cookout and he shot at 6 people and they all were wounded, but they all survived.
A couple years before that, my brother never told on nobody. I'm gonna break this down. This is my last time saying it, my first time saying it, last time, so you understand it, right? My brother got shot by 4 niggas. My brother got shot 32 times in his head, his chest, his heart, all over his body. He was out the hospital in 7 days. Nothing was wrong with him. All he had was a little broken arm. He got shot 32 times all over his body. 4 niggas shot him. My brother didn't even know who shot him. My brother was in the hospital. The niggas was masked up in a car. The niggas ran down a fucking train station at Eastern Market and took the masks off, you dickhead. They're caught on fucking camera. Now they got all the suspects. Now one of the suspects go tell another nigga, his man, what he did. His man caught a charge, and his man went and turned his ass in and told him that he did it. And his man, and he had to take a cop to it. He took a cop to it. Think about this though. They thought my brother was dead. My brother was supposed to die. My brother did not die. So now they got to think of something, because they know what it is. They shot my brother. He didn't die. They know what the fuck it is after that. So guess what he got to do? He got to think of something. He said my brother was hot. He made up some shit. Just said my brother was hot just to keep his face. Like, he said my brother was hot. My brother was supposed to die. So now he running around here with this hot bomb. Fuck that shit. No one cares. He made that shit up. Nobody never had no paperwork, no nothing. Matter of fact, he made up some shit Like, I don't even know where he got this shit from. That shit not even in court documents. That shit not nowhere. And he spelt my brother name wrong and all that. Like, he spelt the spelling on that shit was wrong and all that. Like, it was some artificial shit, like a straight one sheet of paper, some type. I don't even know where that shit came from. Who the fuck cares? But long story short, they put out a bone on the nigga. He ran around with that bone. He got his, I can't even speak to, I can't even say too much. Long story short, fast forward to now, bro, they all dead, bro. My brother's the only one still alive. God bless us. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, let it go, bro.
Now, Sean Schuler was supposed to testify against Save Evans on a first-degree murder charge that Save caught in November of 2016. And he was charged with the death of 16-year-old Breonna McMillan on the 1200 block of I Street, Southeast. And according to one of the justices, it was said that Sean Schuler was planned to be called to testify against Save Evans. But unfortunately, Mr. Sean Schuler was killed in a triple homicide in 2019. January 26th in Southeast DC.
The men killed on Saturday were Sean Schuler, Javon Abney, and Tyreek Hagood. WSA 9's Michael Quander found out the victims were actually childhood friends.
Yeah, we've learned all three of those guys grew up right here in this Southwest DC neighborhood, but neighbors and people who knew them didn't want to talk about it on camera. People who live between 1st and Half Streets in Southwest DC fought back tears when we asked about three of their own who were killed right here on Fort Davis Place in Southeast. Neighbors confirmed these pictures from Facebook show the victims. From left to right, Sean Schuler, Javon, also known as Jody Abney, and Tyreek Hagood were all in their mid-20s. Police say they were found shot several times around 10 Saturday night on this block. One of the men was lying in the street and the other two were dead in the car.
It was very unusual to see what we saw out here last night.
Unusual. Chief Peter Newsham called this Southeast DC neighborhood quiet and said that the victims had no known ties to this area. People who knew the victims in Southwest said they used to hang at this Friendly's Corner store or down here at the rec center. Neighbors called them, quote, good guys who still considered this community home. But look, as a journalist, real matters, and the facts are this. We found all three of the victims had criminal records. According to court documents, we found that Schuler and Abney had been locked up on assault charges before, and Hagood for drug and gun offenses. But from what we could find, none of them had ever done anything as violent as what happened to them. Ward 7 council member Vincent Gray called the shootings beyond tragic and intolerable. And just like the people who live in his district,
I have asked for more patrolling of police in this area.
He's calling for more officers in these communities, hoping to prevent something like this from happening again.
Alright, y'all. So I gotta come back with a part 2 because a lot of people were leaving me some nasty comments in my last video about Psy and Glizzy Brother. So now I'm gonna make some corrections and I'm gonna redeem myself because I have to have some integrity while I'm doing this blogging shit. So sit back, relax, and I'm gonna spit some real facts. Some facts that I got from other people who helped me, all right, that are actually from the city, okay? So I'm gonna have some nice facts for y'all. I'm gonna redeem myself. So y'all just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Like, comment, subscribe, all that, man. It's your boy, Doughboy. All right, so the guy on the left is Black Sean, aka Sean Schuler. And then the guy on the right is Save, aka Psy. That's Glizzy Brother. and Glizzy Barbison TV, all right? And they had a long-standing beef because they have the same baby mother, and also Sean and Sai, they had a bunch of shootouts and people died as a result of those shootouts. And also a 16-year-old girl was killed, and I'm gonna get to that later in the story, because of the beef that they had, right? And the last video I put out, I said that Sean was killed by Sai in that triple homicide, but that was all cap, all right? The person who killed the 3 people, including Black Sean, he actually got convicted for the triple homicide. 2 people were on trial for it, and only 1 person got convicted. I'm gonna put that in the video too, because I have to cover all my bases. And then on top of that, I don't think I mentioned that before, but they have the same baby mother. So you know how the beef happens with that shit. All right.
First tonight, a visit home for the holiday turns deadly for a young woman in the district, gunned down today on her Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, Brianna McMillan was only 16 years old, and today someone shot her outside the Potomac Garden Apartments, not far from the Marine Barracks on Capitol Hill. Mayor Muriel Bowser says she is sickened by the violence. And tonight, News 4's Megan Fitzgerald spoke with McMillan's family.
Yeah, Chris, we're told that she was so excited to see her friends and family because she hadn't been home since February. But before she had a chance to see everyone, she was gunned down just behind us here, which was just yards away from her mother's apartment.
All right, so after Save and Sean got into it, right? Black Sean, aka Sean, I'm gonna just call him Black Sean from now on. But Black Sean was supposed to testify. I guess the prosecutor was gonna call him to testify, right? So it says during the murder trial, the defense questioned witnesses about the whereabouts of a man they say caused the murder defendant to open fire and defend himself. The man in question was fatally shot over the weekend. Save Evans is charged with first-degree murder while armed and 2 gun-related charges for his alleged role in the death of 16-year-old Brianna McMillan on the 1200 block of I Street Southeast in 2016. Evans is also charged with obstruction of justice. Damn, so basically he was trying to, pull the trial and shit. But excuse me, but he ended up beating it though. That's the crazy thing. So, according to the court documents, Evans, 32, had a long-standing feud with Schuler, who was convicted of shooting Evans in 2012. I covered that in part 1. If you guys want to learn about that shooting, go to part 1. A press release said that Schuler, 26, was shot and killed on January 26 in Southeast DC. A witness previously testified that Schuler had been living in a hallway house in the days leading up to McMillan's death. On the day of the murder, the witness said Schuler had left the house in the morning and did not return until approximately 4 p.m. McMillan was shot around noon. As an expert witness said, cell phone records show that Schuler's phone had not been in the area of the shooting. However, the defense said that the cell phone data only showed the location. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So basically, the jury found Sai not guilty, right? Because they determined that there were 16 shell casings found at the scene, and they couldn't determine which shell casings came from which gun, apparently. So they had to find Sai not guilty, right? And a witness asked Sai, did you shoot McMillan? Because she said that all she heard was shots going off. She ran to the car, but she was ducking. And then when she bent back the block, she asked Sai, did you shoot her? And then Sai was like, nah, they did. You feel me? So, I mean, I don't know if that's telling or not. I mean, you guys tell me. You know, it's documented on the internet. So, I mean, shit. But, And then after, she said that he had a micro Uzi in his hand, you feel me? So, I mean, this beef is like, I don't know what you call this. It's like you're snitching on each other, shooting each other, innocents getting killed. It's like, bro, like just get a job, you feel me? Or like do YouTube. But let me shut up. Okay, now, so Sai beat the case, right? Sean is now dead, right? And I'm gonna get to the people who got Sean, right? The guy who got him, they were spanking their own shit. You hear me? But so now Sai beat the case, right? 2 years in jail, but he still beat it, right? So now I'm like, damn, this is a real street nigga. Like, he's out here spanking cases and doing dirt and shooting shit up, allegedly. And now I'm about to give you some hot shit, you know? And I'm gonna show you how he beat the FBI off a cold case and he still beat the feds. And I got proof from a juror that was there. I can't say it all, but I just did. Fuck it. Stay tuned. Alright, so boom. After 10 years, the feds come up and pick Sai after he beat the murder of Brianna. So the feds really wanted Sai off the streets for real. But according to the feds, it says that on May 2nd, 2009, Savay and Kareem Ware were in a car together. And a witness said that Sai told them that they picked up Kareem Ware and their intentions was to rob Kareem. But the plan went wrong when Ware saw police and allegedly tried to take the gun away from another individual. They say that Sai allegedly shot Kareem in the head. And then after that, a PG County police officer came and pursued the vehicle from Maryland into DC. But the police couldn't keep up with the vehicle and it was eventually lost. So because of that, Sai was arrested, like I said, 10 years later, and he was charged with first-degree murder. Now, according to the autopsy report of Kareem, a ballistics expert explained that the trajectory of the bullets lined up was coming from behind the victim and is consistent with somebody being shot from the back of the head. So basically, it supports the notion that Kareem Ware was sitting in the front seat and then blood splattered all over the dashboard of the car. And then the autopsy for Kareem Ware showed that he had 3 gunshot wounds, A, B, and C. They don't know which order the gunshot wounds were fired, and that the medical examiner determined that bullet A would not have instantly killed the victim, but he would have been alive for a few minutes without significant medical care. Alright, so boom. This is the juicy part that I've been saving for y'all. And I've been telling y'all that I know my shit, alright? So boom. I got a DM from Reddit from a person who said that he was a juror for the Savay and Kareem Ware murder trial, right? So after that, I asked him which trial he was for. He told me the kidnapping, right? And then after I asked him if one of the main things I asked him was that, yo, was Sai a snitch? Like, did he snitch? Because people be saying that he be snitching, right? And then the juror told me, he said that he didn't even speak during the trial and he didn't even say nothing. So in my opinion, I think that Sai kept it real. He kept it 100. Like, he didn't even come to his own defense on the trial, because you know that's how some niggas be getting out of jail. You feel we all seen what just happened with Gunna. Some people just be lying, you know what I'm saying? Not even lying, but they be telling the truth on the stand. Like Young Thug said, niggas be lying to their mama, lying to their grandmama, lying to their daddy, lying to their sister. But when they get in the courtroom, they tell the damn truth. But yo, let me get back on topic. So He didn't even speak or nothing. And then the jurors didn't even hear any testimony from Sai. And then I said, wow, he kept it real. And then I asked him if he could give me a quick synopsis of why he beat the case, like how he beat it, right? So basically, he said that the jury had serious doubts about the testimony from the prosecution. And they said that they weren't trustworthy. This is straight from the juror's mouth, y'all. He said that the witness didn't even look at them. He didn't even look at the jury. And he said, quote unquote, the witness told one of the jurors, the guy I'm talking to, he said, I would have said anything to get to the grand jury to get out of jail. So whoever was tipping on Sai, that witness, whoever that witness just straight up lied just to get out of jail on some Terrence Gangsta Williams shit. But anyway, he was facing a life sentence, the witness, so he became a government witness. And the defense made a case that Sai wasn't even present at the crime scene because his cell phone data showed that he was somewhere else. And the jury found that credible, but the prosecution ignored that evidence, right? And the FBI also had the data that Sai wasn't even Sai's cell phone data wasn't where they said he was at, but they still wanted to bag him up, right? So the defense made a case that Sai wasn't there, and then after, the jury said that they didn't believe that Sai was there at the crime the day it happened because they didn't believe that the government's witness. So basically, the government's witness in this case was probably he was a lifer and he was just trying to cap to get out of jail. Crazy how DC spent money on a cold case and they still lost. And then they said that they didn't believe the government's witness, and they said that the cell phone data was convincing. They didn't believe that the cell phone data was convincing enough to pin the murder on Sai. And then I asked this person if they knew who Sai was. And then they're like, nah, I didn't even know who Sai was, or that his brother is Glizzy. Alright, so boom. The aftermath of Sai and everything that he was involved in the streets, allegedly, right? So basically, people are saying that the reason why GQ was killed was because of the beef between Wellington and Potomac, aka G Unit, right? But other people are saying that that's not the reason, but we don't know. But we do know that Wellington and Potomac, the G, they've been beefing. So maybe that could have been another reason for Sai and Black Sean's beef. Also, at the end of the day, we gotta realize that a man here, he has some severe PTSD. And Sai, if you're watching this video or you watch my other video, man, I want to have an interview with you. I just want to talk to you about the streets. I want to talk to you about surviving the streets and, lessons that you learned and how to beat them boys. Because you did smack 2 cases. And another thing is that now Glizzy, we all see, he's been going up on YouTube. He already has millions of views already on his YouTube. He be bidding, you know what I'm saying? And sad to say, he might become like the DMV 6ix9ine because he has the street credibility because of his brother now. And also, he has the beef with Glizzy gang, Shy Glizzy. He can ride that wave, and he be bidding on every single DMV rapper and blogger, whoever. Shit, he even bid on me. Y'all seen how he came on me on my video. So shit. But all I'm saying is now Glizzy can ride his brother's wave. And on top of that, his real ops, Glizzy's real ops, right? They can't even touch him now because it's gonna come to a point where, or it probably even already is at that point, to where now he's getting like 30, 40, 50K a month. So you really can't touch a nigga when he's getting that type of money. How you gonna beef when you even got no money? And I know majority of these niggas out here now, shit, their emotion, they ain't got no emotion because the streets is hot as shit. So now got that legal money. He can afford security. He can afford a condo in the motherfucking 80th floor. Shit, I don't even know. Now it's to the point where Ant is, I'm not gonna say Ant is unstoppable, but shit, who gonna stop him now? But yo, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that, man. Rest in peace to everybody that I put in this video, man. Rest in peace, Kareem. Rest in peace, Brianna, baby girl. Salute to Sean for, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, being found innocent. He never really did none of that shit. Sean is not a snitch. Thank you to everybody on the Reddit and all my comments that have been, you know, correcting me and telling me all this shit I got wrong and all that, man. And thank you for you. Thank you for watching, you know, whoever it is. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking your time out to watch this, because I put some time into it and I'm happy that people are watching it. Yeah, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that, man. It's your boy.